What's going on, guys? TKD123 back on video, and today we'll talk about some new things that we got discussed here over the past few days, revolving around E3. E3, yo, we all love it. All right, if you're a gamer, you guys know what it is. It's basically our Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It is, the event that we all look forward to. It's our Super Bowl, for football fans. Basically, E3 is the hub of game news for the next few months. It is, one of the greatest things to watch live, the conferences and stuff like that. At least me personally, I get about it. I've been watching them ever since I was I want to say maybe, middle school, 12, 13 years old. I've been watching them every year. And nowadays, I even take off work to make sure that I can watch the conferences, make sure I can watch the entirety of what every company has to say. And, plus, with the start of my YouTube channel, it's been more about me making sure that I am taking time off work to cover it, in videos and make sure you guys are getting recaps of exactly what went down and my overall impressions that I have here on the channel. And we are actually coming up on 1 year, which is absolutely incredible. And get hyped for that 1 year, that's coming up here on March 1st. I can't wait. Bump us at the point. Let's get hyped for E3 2017. Now, I can see a lot of people saying, hey, yo, TKD, why would you talk about E3 right now? It is only February, right? We have a few more months for the hype to start to grow for E3. Why are we talking about it right now? Well, that's because they have said some news about E3 that is pretty big and that will fundamentally change the entire show as it is and as we know it. Now, as far as my knowledge, I don't know if it, started out this way or if it was started differently, but E3 historically has always been a show specifically for the industry, and what I mean by that is people that have credentials, people that work for video game sites, people that work for companies. It is only a, kind of a conference for professional people in the industry. And that means that, if you were just some random guy that just liked, games and all that, chances are if you wanted to go to E3, it was very slim you were going to be able to get in because, most likely you would not have the credentials to get in. You wouldn't have, a backing in the industry, you weren't, in a job field like that. So, most times you wouldn't be able to get into E3. But if there are some people that have gotten away with it where they have just said that, oh, I have a blog or I have a YouTube channel, and they were able to get media passes and get into the show. And that's actually how a lot of, individuals on YouTube actually get to the shows, where they just say, hey, yo, I'm covering on my channel, this is for the channel, and they were able to get tickets. But, if you're just a random guy that just like gaming, most times there was no way that you could get into E3. However, at the powers that be at E3, who knows what it is, that may be, actually even maybe it is changing as of this year. This year, they have decided to open up E3 to the public for the first time, as far as I'm aware. Maybe this happened back when E3 first started coming out, maybe in the late 90s or early 90s, maybe, that was a thing back then. But, as far as I could tell, right, off the E3s that I was cognizant of, they never let the public in. And now this year, they are changing their minds and they will be letting the public in. And just to preface, this is not pertaining to the press conferences. If you guys want to go to E3 this year and you want to buy tickets and you're planning to go to the press conferences, that is not the way to get in. You will not get into the press conferences by just getting these tickets. This is only for the show floor, right? So this is for the days following the press conferences, where you get to try out the games that they announce on the press conference and try out the new stuff that is brand new that you have not tried yet, from the press conferences. But you will not be able to go into the actual conferences with this ticket. And I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter and on comment sections, really confused about this whole thing, where they think that going to E3, getting this public pass is a way for you to get into the press conferences, and that is completely not true. That is not how you get into press conferences. If you want to get into press conferences, you still have to have a media pass, and be associated with something that is in the industry, something where you can justify you going to the conference and getting that news early, just like any other publisher or any other website that focuses on gaming, like IGN or Polygon or stuff like that. And so really, this whole thing, this whole idea of opening up E3 to the public has gotten a lot of negative talk and a lot of positive talk as well. Obviously, we will see those two different sides here, and the more people that are really excited about, really happy, are obviously those that have always wanted to go to E3, and they have always wanted to just go on the show floor and play the games or whatever. And me personally, I kind of go to E3 to see the press conferences. That's more of what I enjoy out of E3, obviously, I feel like I wouldn't enjoy, you know, the show floor type of thing where we will discuss why it's going to get worse with public access to this event. But if you want to actually go to E3, you can go onto their website and buy tickets. And I know the first 1,000 tickets that will be sold, there will be a discount price for those 1,000 tickets. So you'll be able to get it at a little bit of a lower price. And, you know, tickets went on sale back Monday of this week. So I feel like, you know, the 1,000 have gone through at that point. So you'll be paying, you know, the regular retail price for getting into E3 as of this point of this video, as of recording this video. So if you were thinking about getting that, you know, little bit of a discount, you're probably not going to get it at this point, obviously, unless you have jumped on it before. But what's at the point, if you want to get E3 tickets, go to their website and you'll be able to purchase them right there. Now, going on to the negatives of this, why is this a bad thing? Now, you know, a lot of people that are saying that, you know, that this is a bad thing are the people that are in the industry, right? And, you know, they have all said pretty much the same thing here, where it's basically, you know, when you go to E3, right, a lot of people think that, oh, it's this amazing thing, you're trying all these games and you're playing all the games, right? And, you know, they, you know, just, it's a way that overall people view E3, right? But when you actually go to E3, when you actually go, you know, actually on the show floor and actually experience it firsthand, a lot of people that have had that experience say that it is definitely not what everyone thinks it is. It is not that. It's a lot of waiting in long lines. It's a lot of, you know, going into private rooms to see the new stuff, and, you know, just outside of that, you know, room that is only with people that are industry, you know, it is just the regular stuff that you'll see, you know, throughout the year and stuff like that. It's just not exactly what people think that it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not you getting to play all the games. It's you waiting in line and playing a few of the games, you know what I'm saying? And these are people that are saying that, you know, with E3 being closed off for so many years, only for the industry. Now we have these people that, you know, are in the industry. There is the base people that already go every single year. On top of that, we have an extra 15,000 people that are going to be coming just because they wanted to come, and it's, you know, open to the public. So with that being said, is it the same venue? It's not like they, you know, went and got a brand new place where it's going to be bigger or whatever. No. It is at the same exact place as it always is in California. So with that being said, we are now fitting an extra 15,000 people on top of the, you know, old guys that have been there for a long time, you know, have been to E3 multiple times, have even said that, you know, it is going to be long lines, car as usually is, plus 15,000 more people. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to get way worse. Obviously, it looks like it's going to get way worse with long waits and stuff like that. So that's the biggest, you know, kind of negative to all of this, and why people are kind of against E3 going public. But then again, there's also the reason why they're doing this. You know, a lot of, you know, big game companies actually are pulling out of E3 and having their own separate conferences around E3. So that's a big thing that's happening. And, you know, I guess E3 people want, you know, just to bring back the hype of E3 and, you know, bring back that level of excitement, you know, that comes with E3 historically, and has been fading lately because of companies, you know, just going off and doing their own thing rather than showing up to E3 with their news and brand new stuff coming for the year. So it's a big weird thing, man. Who knows what's going to happen? Personally, I am hyped for E3 2017. I cannot wait for it to come around here in June. And let me know what you guys think as well down in the comments below. And one more thing I want to touch on here is that Microsoft has officially announced that their E3 conference will be on a Sunday. It will be on June 11th at 2 p.m. on a Sunday. And that is extremely weird. That is really, really weird for Microsoft. It is not the normal Microsoft that we usually get at E3 every year. Usually, you know, the bulk of the conferences start on Monday, and Xbox going in the morning around 10-11 o'clock, and then ending the Monday we get, you know, PlayStation at, you know, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. That's usually how it goes. And then in between we have EA, Ubisoft, you know what I'm saying, big companies like that, and then we have Nintendo Tuesday morning the following day, right? So, and that's usually how it's always gone if Nintendo does anything, because, you know, lately they've been doing just the directs, whatever, but people think that they're gonna do an actual press conference at 3. Who knows if that's gonna be a thing? Who knows if they're actually gonna do that? Who knows? I mean, really, it's Nintendo. They do a lot of crazy things that doesn't make sense, but beside the point, it is just very weird for Microsoft to have their events on Sunday, you know, and at a random time at 2 o'clock. Like, it just seems so weird this year how they're doing that, you know what I'm saying? And who knows where we're gonna place PlayStation. Like, are they gonna move to Sunday too? Are they gonna go to, you know, I guess a day before, where they're gonna come at, you know, 8 o'clock or, you know, 5 o'clock on a Sunday instead of on a Monday? Like, this whole thing is very, very weird to me personally. And they announced it, you know, with an official backsplash of the official Xbox One Scorpio GPU and, you know, CPU and stuff like that. So obviously they're gonna be talking a lot about Scorpio. And I feel like, this is very much an important, E3 from Microsoft, because listen, man, like, it cannot be denied here. There are a lot of things that are going on with the Microsoft first party games that we are not knowing of. Like, for example, we had Scalebound get canceled last month. Like, that was an insane thing to see. We still have not seen any true gameplay from Crackdown 3. There are so many other things that we are looking at here, and it just looks like they don't have a lot planned out for this next year, and all they have is Scorpio, right? So we got to see what exactly they're going to be doing, what exactly they have, planned for the Xbox ecosystem, and see what they'll be working with the Scorpio. And of course, as for every E3, every single year ever since I was a little kid, I am extremely hyped. I cannot wait for this event. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys like E3? Do you guys hate E3? Do you guys are you guys looking into getting access to E3, in the public thing? Are you guys gonna go to E3? Leave it in the comments below. Also, when I check out my description, you can find my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, for everyone there. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.